Hey, you friends, good to see y'all guys today. So I just figured I'd do a video and let you know what's going on. Before you get too worried, don't worry. Life is life, and life does what life is going to do. I've had to learn and accept throughout my life. I've lived long enough to realize that, thankfully. Yeah, I know normally I don't smoke on my videos unless I'm doing like a reality cinema experience or something. So you might be wondering why I look all busted up. 2 nights ago, I think it was, I was standing in the kitchen. You see, there's been a lot going on. I used to get a lot of stress, and I learned ways to deal with that stress throughout my life in recovery. Used to, I'd get panic attacks, right? I'd feel myself starting to get dizzy and everything. And I learned that the thing to do, normally when I'm drinking enough water, it seems to go hand in hand with dehydration, right? And I haven't been drinking enough water. I'm getting slow. I gotta fix that. Hang on, watch this. Dang it, I'm still slow. It's all right, I'll be fast here pretty soon. Anyway, I was standing there in front of the refrigerator, and I felt myself starting to get really stressed out. And what I do is I go over and I just sit down, right? And I'll put my headlight between my legs. And what happens, that sends the blood up to the brain. And so you start feeling better, right? I do this breathing exercise too. So I turned around real fast to try and go sit down. And the cat was standing right behind me. And I tried not to step on it because it would have hurt the cat real bad. Well, instead, I wound up going face first into the floor, into the kitchen wood floor. No hands, no nothing, just boom, right on my face. It knocked me out. Ambulance was called. Paramedics came out. I had to go to the doctor and everything the next day. I had 3 teeth in the front that were all wobbly and loose. Now, the good news is I didn't break any of the roots or anything. So I need about 7 to 10 days, and then the gums are going to firm up and everything. See, I don't even need that. That's why I've got the Wolverine claws tattooed, because I'm a fast healer. I believe in Jesus too, and that helps, you know. So already, Captain Ron, remember? Already the gums are firming up and everything. I'm on a strictly stew and soup diet right now. Figure for the next 3 or 4 days, and then I'll be able to start eating regular again. And my first instinct, I was just gonna go. So I'm living on the mountain again. I moved out of Orville, and I'm living on the mountain, which is where I'm happy and where I live the best and everything, and where I get the strongest. I've complained to y'all guys for a while that I've lost a lot of muscle mass, right? And there were several different reasons for that. Namely, I just stopped eating right. Stress can do it and everything too, you know. A lot of the people in my life, they stopped supporting me, and instead of just like stopping supporting me, they actually started sabotaging what I've got going on and stuff. A lot of people didn't like the way that I was trying to help other people and stuff. They were like, let nature take its course. And my life mission, the thing that I am interested in doing with my life, is helping people get out of the darkness that I was in. And normal people can't understand that. You know, but just because somebody can't understand that doesn't mean that they need to actively work against it at the same time. So I've been dealing with a lot of fake friends, which is par for my course. I like to stay by myself most of the time. I know that I can rely on myself, right? And when I start relying on other people, I start thinking that I've got assets that I don't have. And then when I don't do what they want me to do, they pull out or slander my name or do whatever. And I wind up without the resources necessary to keep moving forwards, if that makes sense. So, yeah, a lot of stuff been going on. So about a year ago, 2 years ago now, yeah, about 2 years ago now, there was a woman that I was trying to help in addiction. It was a long distance friendship where I was like trying to mentor her. She was very interested in the show and stuff like that, which should have been a red flag right off. I've got some coffee here, but it's still too hot to drink with these lips. Let me try. All right, it's getting there. Anyway, she came over to visit once, and I trusted her, right? I trust somebody, I trust them entirely, or I used to. And she wound up linking her hidden Google account with my Google account when I trusted her with my phone and my laptop, and then hid it so that I couldn't detect it on my channel. Then she went back to where she lives, and I found out that I was hacked. My computer just started doing weird stuff, right? Videos were disappearing. People were getting blocked. I couldn't figure it out. And coming from my background, right, I worked with the Discovery Channel for a long time and some really good guys who knew a lot about internet security and stuff. My move is called slash and burn. When something's jeopardized, I get a completely new system. I slash and burn the old system, and then I'm back on my feet. So that's what I did. So a year goes on, right, and she comes back out. Still, I trust her at the thing. I thought there's no way it was this person, right? Well, as soon as she leaves, the same thing happens again. Well, this time I sat down and I got into some of the back panels of my system before I slash and burned it. And I found the hidden section. And I found where she had hidden her account on my account. Well, she was one of the solid gold friends, right? These are a bunch of people that I met through Instagram who had been there from the very beginning. I had like 236,000 followers on Instagram, right? And my YouTube was just still slow growing. I had like, what was it at 20 something or something, 20,000 or something. So I took photos of the screenshots so that I could prove it to everybody. And then I deactivated that account. I got a new system. I slashed and burned. And then I wrote this person off. I told all the solid golds about it. I told all my friends about it. I told the friends and neighbors I have here in Loomis about it. And no one seemed to believe me. I've lost a lot of my solid gold friends now because of it. Because when somebody takes the side of a traitor, so now I lost my Instagram account because of this. I loved that account. It was how I had the best interactions with the most people. It was something that I built when I first got into sobriety and started fixing my life and working on things and trying to help other people. I had helped other people through that. And they took that from me. They were a traitor, right? And but nobody seemed to believe me. Nobody listened to me. They all just wanted to still be friends with this person and everything. And that bothered me. That bothered me pretty bad, but I kept things to myself. I kept it all right. I kept it chill and everything. I'm like, hey, they just don't understand, right? I mean, it felt bad. It felt like they were calling me stupid or a liar or something. They were taking the side of somebody that stole from me, cheated me, lied to me. Right? I used to have a temper. I've worked on that and I don't anymore. I do these exercises and meditations. I practice good communication, negotiation, conflict de-escalation, abstract problem solving. And you can look at my life since I've gotten in recovery. It works. And that's why I work it, because we're worth it, if anybody understands what that means. So here a few days ago, right? Well, I guess let's go back to the original. About a month ago, I did a post where I posted the screenshot. I blurred out her name and everything so that I wasn't, what do they call it? Doxing, right? That's where you expose somebody on the internet, who they are, etc. So I covered that stuff up so it wasn't doxing. And I tagged all my solid gold friends in it, right? So that they would all see it. Well, everybody came back with a negative comment or a comment that sounded like they were stupid, like they didn't understand what I was talking about or something. I blocked them immediately. And they were good friends. They were people that I admired and people I trusted and people that I don't need in my life anymore. So this lady, she decided that since she had known my friends here for a whole 6 hours while she was out here, that she was going to get in touch with them and then come out here and have her a jolly old holiday, right? And do videos on my mountain with my friends, right? So these are friends I've known for 3-4 years. People that I've trusted, people that I've admired, people I've called neighbor, people that I've sacrificed for and who I thought would sacrifice for me. But they treated me the same way. They made friends with this woman who they'd known a full freaking 6 hours, right? Telling me that I had to prove everything and all this and all that. And really, I just don't think that they showed me the respect that I was entitled, like that I would show them. Because friendship, respect is supposed to go two ways. When it's one-sided, that's not good. So I told one of my friends who his wife was all buddy-buddy with her and everything. And like, just, I don't know if she hates me or what, honestly, because she's always doing something to try and like undermine me or something. I kind of think she just hates me. But I told that friend, I told him, you got a free pass. I understand. We've been through too much together. You and I are soldiers together, and you got a free pass. I understand. You know, if you got to associate, that's all right. Just don't trust her with your Wi-Fi and stuff. Just be careful. And I showed him the pictures and everything, you know. And then his wife comes back and she does this little post about friends lying to friends and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, hey, what? You got 7 views. Like, I care. And then I'm sitting down there at the quick stop doing a video. I got this little sign I put out when I do a video in public is you're supposed to do that. That way, anybody walking through the frame or something, or anybody that talks to you, that because that sign's out, they have agreed that that conversation, that encounter is being filmed. And since it's a public place, you have rights to use that footage, right? So I put out my little sign. I'm sitting there eating my chicken, right? Enjoying my day. It was a great day. I just got back from a heck of a great trip up on Chappaqua Mountain that y'all guys are going to like. I'm going to get that dropped real soon. As soon as I can figure out how to get the stupid thing edited and some Wi-Fi to use to drop it, right? All of a sudden, here comes my friend. This lady I known for 3 years, and I said I admired her, blah, blah, blah. That's all right. That's going to work here in a couple minutes. So, and sure as hell, in tow is this traitor, this woman who stole, lied, and took advantage of me and took stuff from me I love and that I'll never be able to replace. Riding in her car, living in her house while she's here. They went to pick her up at the airport and everything. And she walks up, la-dee-da, right? Like, hey, no big deal. We're just going to walk up and talk to Matt Brown right here. I'm sitting there and I didn't even get mad. I knew this was coming. I feared it. You know, what am I going to do is what I feared, because I plan things. People don't realize that when we just do things, things don't work out. But if we give it a little bit of a plan, even if it's a bad plan, it's going to turn out better than just winging it, right? Guy I like, Chris Voss, says, and he was the first FBI negotiator back in the day to actually start doing like criminal mindsets and stuff and like de-escalation tactics and stuff like that, tone and inflection. He said that an idiot with a plan is better than a genius who only has an idea, right? So that's why I plan. And life has turned out for me pretty well over this past decade while I've been in recovery and doing these things. I thank y'all guys. I see the hearts and likes going up all the time. Thank you so much. So they walked up to me and I told my friend politely, and I've got it recorded, you've chosen the side of a traitor over your friend. And we're not friends anymore. And I don't have anything to say to you. I let her kindly have her last word and walk away. And that's just the way it is. We're not friends anymore. And I don't have anything to say to her. I'd like to still be friends with her husband, but you know what? He didn't stand up for anything either. So then here I am. I go back into town, right? All of a sudden I hear that this lady's son was a big guy. Big guy, like 6'3", 250 pounds, right? He's telling everybody. He didn't come to me and just talk to me, right? Try and figure this out. No, instead he decided he was going to, and he knows where I live. He knows people that have my phone number. He could have gotten in touch with me. He decided that he was going to go around town telling all my friends that he was looking for me and that he's upset with me and that we're going to talk, right? And all my friends, they found me and they told me, and they all had this scared look on their face, like, ooh, Matt, yeah. This guy is, you're going to get your butt handed to you, little man, right? It's the look that they had on their face as they were telling me that I needed to go talk to this guy. I've been standing up to bullies my entire life, and not one of them have been my size or even remotely near my size, right? But you know what? This is a matter of honor, is what I thought to myself. I'm like, this guy was told that a man had disrespected his mother. And you know what? That's a matter of honor right there. So I'm going to talk to this guy and I'm going to tell him that even though he went about getting a hold of me the wrong way, that I understand how it is to be upset. And that he's a friend of mine. I've known him for a long time. He's one of the first macho friends I met out here, actually. He and I, we've bucked bales of hay together and stuff. And so I figured I was going to try and de-escalate the situation. And if he still wanted to put hands on me, that he and I would, I can't say stuff here on YouTube because the algorithm, but that he and I would resolve the matter in a more primal manner. Because I'd rather have my butt hand to me in the ring than not, right? And people like this who pick on people smaller than them, they're used to this. That's what they do. They feel strong. They feel powerful. They feel entitled and everything, right? I've never seen any of them picking on somebody a head taller than them. You know what I mean? So there I was standing in the kitchen 2 nights ago, thinking to myself, I'm gonna have to stand up to another bully. It's been a long time since I've done this. But I'm not, you know, I mean, right is right. I'm right here, you know. And so there I am, and I start getting a little nervous, and I start thinking I might be having a panic attack, and I turn around, and there's that dang cat. And I wind up flat on my face, not able to protect myself, and knocked out with an ambulance called and coming and talking to paramedics and everything, and hoping that I didn't lose too many more teeth, you know. And I realized to myself, I'm like, I am in no shape right now to stand up to a bully. I just can't do it. I can't take a shot in the face right now, right? I'm lucky that I didn't lose any teeth as it is. So what I decided to do was to move out to Chapaca Mountain again, where I can get strong. I've bought up a whole bunch of food. I've fixed the place up real nice, where I'm comfortable, I'm warm, I feel safe. I'm going to spend this next month getting strong again, because you can tell, look at my arms. My arms are down a lot, guys. I've lost a lot of muscle mass, right? Now it makes me quicker. I don't tire as fast. And I've always been able to lift, we'll say for the algorithm that I can lift more than it looks like I can. All right. And, but I'm up there now. I'm drinking protein powder. I'm eating food, good food. I'm lifting weights, and I'm letting myself heal. And then in about a month, I'm going to come back into town, and I'm going to have a conversation. I'm going to say, why I have a problem with you. I understand that this is a matter of honor. All right. And I think that you and I, we could just explain this to each other, and we could still part friends, or at least part ways without having a problem. But it's your decision, and you get to move first. Because this is Sparta. Now everybody else, look, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. I got no more time for fake friends. Everybody's kind of shown their colors here recently, and I'm going to stand by those who have stood by me. And everybody else can just get off and leave. Because I stand up for what's right. I stand up for what's good. I fight every day in the darkness to help rescue people who are lost souls from the damnation of hell. And anyone that doesn't like that can go there themselves. And that's just what I've got. So that's my video. Now I shouldn't be announcing my movements, but I'm heading into town right now. I gotta get 6 foot of flue pipe. I gotta get some more good food, because I won't be coming up and down off the mountain very often right now. I got about half a month, I think, and I can get my teeth fixed and everything. And that'll be nice. I figure 3-4 days I'll be back on solid food. But you know what, too? I realized last night, I'm like, man, the floor kicked the shit out of me. And that's all right. Men throughout history sustain injuries. We stand up against predators. We stand up for the pack, right? And that's all right. I'm living with grizzly bears right now in the dark. I had no light last night in the dark with grizzly bears. And it's like, if that isn't something that'll boost a man's ego, I don't know what is, you know? Because right now I may appear broken and 3 feet tall, but I feel like I'm 8 feet tall. That's the Wolverine, right? That's the Wolverine. So here I am running my mouth on the whole internet for everybody. Do you know what? You're only as sick as your secrets. And what happens in the dark is dark. And I ask y'all guys, don't get mad for me. You've got your own stuff to deal with right now, okay? I'm gonna deal with my stuff here. You deal with your stuff there, and then we'll get back together. Also, I'm thinking about going ahead and going on my road trip right after I get everything here settled. I can't have it said that Matt Brown's running out of town. Ha 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 ha! Did you see him? Yeah. So anybody out there, any of my friends or anything, that you've got a place to stay and maybe a fence to work on, would you leave it in the comment? Let me know. Now, obviously, don't leave your address and stuff. Just tell me that, yeah, man, if you pass through my way, I got a fence you can work on. I got a parking lot. I don't need a bed or anything. I can sleep here in my car. You know, just somebody to park my car on the way through. I'm heading out to different places. I'm going down to Baton Rouge and Louisiana and what's that one I really like? New Orleans. I'm heading out to Florida. I'm going back up to New York. I want to see some of the country in New York. I'm going to Montana. There's a little place called St. Rose out there I've heard about through people for a long time. I want to see how that is. Then I'm going to circle back through and I'm going to wind up here sometime around late winter or maybe early spring. And, you know, I'm going to move back out to Loomis. I like Loomis. If I can save up enough money, I'm going to buy me a little piece of land or try and get a house out there or something. I got a lot of friends out in Loomis. And I think that'd be real nice. I always feel stupid when I do these kind of videos, too. Because this is what makes it real, right? There's no way. It's just what it is. But I also like that. Somehow I became addicted to sharing my life and my world and the lessons and stuff that I learn here from it, in hopes that it helps somebody out there. And I get feedback. I know y'all help me probably more than I help you. I do get feedback sometimes, though, that I've helped somebody. Oh, one bit of good news, too. A young lady today, it's not Skate Girl, it was one of her friends, but she went to treatment today, is what I understand. She's going to be there for 28 to 32 days, and that is a success. That right there is a win, and I don't think I had anything to do with it. I just know about it now, and I'm very, very proud of that person. I think that young woman is going to be okay and successful and strong. And all I can say is never give up, never surrender. And I believe in you. Now, I gotta go get my shit and get back up to the mountain so I can get strong again. Y'all guys are an important part of my life. I thank you for all the support lately, because I haven't been able to do many videos or anything, but y'all guys have donated enough and you've liked and watched the videos enough that this next month I will still be able to succeed. And then after that, I've got enough footage and everything to put out that it's going to be good. It's going to hit big. We'll still be able to help people and we'll be able to still help me. And this way I'll be giving y'all guys a quality product. I'm not going to ask you to carry me for long. I thank you for carrying me when I'm hurt, helping me pick back up and sit back on the road. Y'all guys are true friends. But you don't have to carry me for long. Pretty soon I'll be able to get you a quality product out there that's going to work and that's going to be good. And yeah. Dang, cigarettes just go out too quick these days. Now, I gotta do a disclaimer here. Don't smoke. It's bad for you. It'll hurt your wind and everything. You know, this isn't marked for kids, so this is an adult program. You know, we can do whatever. Adult program. I mean, we're not quite HBO yet. We're getting there. All right. I better go take care of this stuff, guys. I appreciate you. You good people. Beautiful old Peterbilt sitting right next to me here. You hear it idling? I love a Peterbilt. That's my favorite truck's the Peterbilt. I'm going to show you real quick. Is that freaking gorgeous or what? I saw the Cowboys, one of the Cowboys today who I had met the other day doing a cattle drive. They're bringing the cows down for the winter and everything. It's pretty cool. I got to pull over and watch them pass. I watched these idiots. I don't mean to call people that, but right. I think it was really inconsiderate because like this guy in this truck just kept driving through the cattle drive. I pulled over and lit a cigarette and just waited and watched while they went around. And man, it was really nice. I got a little bit of peace from it. Now I was able to talk to the cowboy too, who I just met here a couple days ago. And it was just a simple conversation and it felt good. There was respect and honor. And I thought of the old days in it. Oh. All right, guys, I gotta go. Oh, hang on. Oh, guys, thank you so much, Lisa, for your support. Thank you. Kurt bought a, that's cool. It's a little emoji guy. It's a little pear dude with the sweatband. He's jumping around in the city, waving these flags and stuff. Thank you, Kurt. Thank you so much. A couple of y'all guys have pitched in. Thank you. John, thank you, John. John donated, guys. Let me get you a like and a heart, John. John says, Matt, hope you're okay, man. I just tuned in. Here's some cash for what you were needing. I love you, brother. Thank you, John. I am all right, brother. I am all right, man. It's all in here and in here. That's where we're all right, you know? Brenda did the same. Wait. Yeah, that is Brenda, but why is it going? There we go. Brenda's did the same, guys. Brenda donated to the channel. Let me give you a heart and a like. Oh, shoot. I'm pushing the wrong buttons. Thank you, Brenda. Brenda's always been at solid gold. She's one you can't fool. She's a good friend of mine. And then one more. Task. Oh, God. Oh, I'm sorry. I just clicked my teeth together. I gotta be careful not to do that. Right now, they're kind of sore. Sorry, guys. Task EP threw in 20 bucks for the channel, guys. Says, with a little emoji, says, thanks for being you. Thanks, Task. Thanks for being you, bro. All right. Cool, guys. I want to get out of here. Never give up, never surrender. And I'll see you later. Remember, this is Sparta.